Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I made it. Ugh, I made it. Woo! It was a challenge. All right. I see you, Maya Brooks. I see you. All right. Man, I made it. It wasn't easy, I can tell you that. It wasn't. But I made it. Okay, I see you coming in. I see you. So I have to adjust, but I also have to see the screen. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cause and effect. I let you come in. I hope you guys got notification. I don't know. I don't know if it still works. Some of you are getting it, some of you don't. But I'm still glad that even if you don't get notification, that you still follow my messages and you trust that I will be there around 5 o'clock. Okay. Ah. So. I had no idea what I was going to talk about, and I can't remember exactly because I don't write anything. I can't remember which icon I covered into each episode. Maybe someone can help me with that. That'd be great. Um, so I went for happiness. That's, happiness. Whew, it's a big one. It's a big one. So we'll start with happiness, and then later we'll cover the big news, of course, Tribeca with a C Film Festival, Milli Vanilli, the documentary airing for the first time. Then we're going to get into that. I'm sure you guys will have some questions. Some of your questions I'll be able to answer, some of them not yet, at a later date. It's always that drip by drip process. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to acknowledge everybody who came here today. The ones that are watching and not taking part in the Q&A, then it's all right. As long as you're there, and I hope that you get something out of what we're doing here with the community family, family tribe. Thank you. I was going to say something else, but I was going to say the fantabulous family tribe. That sounds even better, but way too long. So I'm going to say first, thank you to Maya Brooks, who popped up at first. Nobody else, she was the first. Alter Dream Wonderland. Hey. Marion Share. Juana. Rosemary. Sun is sharp today. So Kathy Moore. Katie Pio. Charity's here. Hey. Aline Bennett. Oh man, I can see you. Lasha Davis. Dude, the sun is like on my right eye. It's like right eye of the screen. The real Terry. Oh man, and more people came up. So, okay, hold on. No, it's cool. It's cool. Ooh, I see questions. Okay, questions. Okay, questions. Okay. All right. So please keep that in capital letters at the beginning of your question. Like this, I see question, and then when I scroll down, I'm like, yeah, got one, a live one, a good one, a great one. That's a great one. That's going to take us somewhere. So, well, let's start with subject at hand today. Happiness. Yeah, it's a big one. Happiness. A well sought after feeling. And when you can feel it, when it's all around you, when you embrace it, it's magical. Ain't nothing like that. It equates to love, happiness. I mean, they're in the same two peas in a pod, if I can say it like that. Love and happiness, they go together. But the thing is, like many, many facets of our lives, life is not as simple as it used to be, but it is in many ways. We just complicate our lives by looking at it from a complicated perspective. So I like to come up with like very simple analogies, which simplifies everything and how to look at it and then repeat and make it part of your life. So I thought of happiness, I thought of harvesting, and I thought life gives you what you plant or what you harvest. So if you start in the spring, whatever it might be, spring for you, whatever it's, I use analogies, and so don't take winter as winter. Oh, you can't plant anything in winter. It's planting ideas, it's planting thoughts, and then at some point you plant them in winter, and then in spring. And if you said to yourself, okay, in winter, I'm tired of feeling unhappy. Come spring, I'm going to change that. But in order to make that happen in spring, you got to start planting to make sure that it will be harvestable, if I can put it that way, you know. And you got to you got to do. Hold on, make sure. Okay, you have to do the work. You really have to do the work, y'all. Let me prepare something here. Bam. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm putting something together. Got to do that. Keep an eye. Yeah. So that's part of the work that you have to put in, so you can harvest it on time and benefit and reap the fruit of the hard work that you put in order to harvest this happiness. Happiness is a companion, and happiness has to come from within. There was a time long ago where I thought, yeah, you can find happiness outside of you, but I was totally wrong. Sorry for the noise. There's loud music today. Someone's having a party. It's the weekend, y'all. But to go back to us, what I was saying is that this happiness that we're talking about today has to be harvested within the fiber of your being. That's where it is. And you have to keep on doing what you do. And there's ways to make yourself happy. And the first thing that comes to mind, and that I was, doing for myself and realized that I feel better, is when I started focusing on my vitality, or realized that when I work out, I feel good. I feel happy. It was amazing. All by myself, just working out, and then suddenly I felt so happy because of the fact that my brain was producing endorphins, and those endorphins made me happy. It's a chemical part of the brain that's been studied, and it's a proven fact. You work out, you'll feel a certain elevation, and it's like when you feel that, especially when you work out, you feel invincible. You feel like you can do anything. Your balance, your happiness is high, and you see hope. Now that's what happiness is going to do. It brings hope to your life, and where it was and where it was dark, it brings light. So when I realized that happiness could be achieved by working on my vitality, on working out, I was like, wow, that's so cool. I don't have to be with anyone in order to get that feeling of happiness. And then after the workout, you have this certain elevation, and then when you stop working out, it's like you go down, it lets you down really gently, not like sugar, you know, bad sugar, boom, pow, and then you're like, what just happened? You're working out, it's beautiful because it takes you up, and then after when the exercise is over, then this calm factor arrives, and then you just relax. Nothing can bother you when you're in that state. And I try to take that state, just relax. Nothing can bother you when you're in that state. And I try to take that state and that frame of mind with me throughout the day. That's why I like to work out mornings. Not everyone can do that, but if you could, you should try it out. That morning workout is beautiful because you carry on that energy of serenity with you throughout the whole day. And then you'll notice that you smile more, you're more relaxed, you're on the road. Okay, go ahead, pass me. Driving can be a trigger for many people, so pay attention to that. People on the road, you don't know what has happened to them before they got on the road. So don't take it personally. Just detach yourself from that. It's important, especially if you are constantly on the road. It can affect your mood. So take it from me. I drive a lot, and I, I got myself like, oh, what are you doing, man? Chill, 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 chill. It happens to the best of us. So to go back to that harvesting, the feeling of happiness, and using vitality and exercising, working out, that's a great way to get there. And then when you have that happiness that comes from within, then you can start to venture out and meet and hang out with people who also bring happiness. Sometimes the mistake that we make is to try to connect with people who we think, oh, I'm feeling good with this person. And then you happen to realize later, like, oh, but then you put all your eggs in your basket, and then you're disappointed, you feel betrayed, all those things. So make sure that you make happiness your own, that it doesn't have to come from somebody else, because if it's with somebody else and then it's taken away, then you're on your own. You know what I mean? So don't do that. And I'm sure everybody, most of you here, I've lived life enough to have encountered that, So we live and learn. I try to live, learn, apply, so I don't make the same mistakes again and again. Something. So yeah, happiness is a beautiful thing. Music is also a great way to connect with your happiness. Everyone does it in the morning. You play like tracks that are making you feel good, ready to, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. You know that feeling? I play gospel music in the morning, to get the day going and feeling positive, and it's working. It's always working. I'm never, ever, ever, ever disappointed by gospel music because they know how to reach the listener. They just know because they reach high up, turn into a channel, and then whatever comes out is like pow, just pure, beautiful, amazing, fantabulous, fantastic energy, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess that was the end of my monologue on the conversation that we're going to have now. And get your questions ready, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see what we got. I'm looking for Maya Brooks. I love the icons in general, even though I say creativity is my favorite one. Yeah, creativity is a great one because it's like, it's like I was thinking idea, thinking outside the box, and it's about that for me, thinking outside the box, using my creativity, and using that creativity not only with music or with art or no, in my daily lives, with my schedule, with keeping my household tidy, um, time management, all those basic things that are part of our lives that we have to handle properly. Because if we don't have a hold on those things that I just mentioned, well, you're going to run into some problems. So I'm looking for our first question of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're already at 17 minutes. Okay. Mhm. Okay, 11, 11. That's right, Davis. 11. I know what you mean. Mimi, salut. Mes salutations. I saw questions earlier. Here we go. Oh man, it moved. Okay. Charity, question. What is your favorite gospel song? Mine is Goodness of God. Oh man, I have a whole. Okay, what's the name? Withholding nothing, withholding nothing, but I surrender all to you. I forgot the name of the person singing that. Withholding nothing. That's the title of the song. Maybe if I sang, maybe you'll remember who that is. Maybe I'll put it in. I'll find it next time. If it comes back to me before the end of the vlog, I'll let y'all know what that song is. But it's an amazing one. Elevating. Now, another question. Okay, Mimi wrote a question, but she didn't put. It's all good. Let's try to keep the subject at hand today, happiness, as part of the conversation. But I know you guys are, you know, it's a Q&A. So let's give it a whirl. Let's see. Do you remember what I asked you last Sunday about the past? The past is back this week with Vanilli. Sometimes I have premonition of what will happen. Oh, I I think I remember. I think. Yeah, the past, the past, the past. The past is a great way to learn, as long as you don't get lost. It's okay to go back in time, but the past can be like a swamp thing. So you go back, and then some people stay there because they get stuck there because it's like a swamp. So go there, make sure you have a bridge, on the swamp, or some kind of system that allows you to come back with some lessons learned, and then you can move forward. But don't stay there too long. It never, never, ever is good. Victory Frank, question. Where can I watch documentary because I live in Germany? Well, regarding the documentary, there's another phase of the unpacking news that will come later. So you've got to wait. First, it's going to air in NYC, New York City, at the Tribeca Film Festival. From there on, there's going to be another news, and we'll let y'all know how to watch it. That's it. To be continued. Um, okay, this book is engaging me. It was Weeks Burns. Okay, okay, I'm looking for a question. Joshua Caldon. No, the documentary is not done by me. If it was done by me, it wouldn't be, I think it's best if someone does it and it has a journalistic, uh, what's the word? There's a word for that. Because, if you do it yourself, you might have the tendency to make it all like, one way. So I just, my manager and I, Kamarlo, we trusted this team and we let them harvest as much information, and then they deducted many things out of that research, and then they laid out a story which you'll be watching at a later date. With it's a movie, you have the main characters, you get the good guys, you get the bad guys. I'm surely not the bad guy, so I was not worried about, oh, I have to hold on to everything myself, I have to control all that. No, you know let it do what it do, as Ray Charles said. It's best like that. So it has journalistic integrity. That's it. That's the word I was trying to get out. We got a good one. Here we go. The real theory. Question: is your opinion any recommendation for folks who cannot physically generate endorphins due to physical limitation disability? Ooh, that's a question for the self-understand, my health coach, your health coach. So I'm not sure if Tessa is watching right now. Maybe she could pop in and maybe tackle this question, because that's kind of out of my realm of expertise. There, I can only speculate, but I don't want to speculate. And Tessa will know better. So if she doesn't show up here right now today, I'll make sure to get that to you. And how we're gonna do this: after the vlog, you go into comments, and I always see your comments after the vlog. Thank you very much, and re-ask your question, and then I'll make sure that you you get it. Okay. Uh, I saw something. Okay, official. I see. I see. I see, Joshua. There's something in front, and there's an arrow in front of her. I don't know why it's doing. Okay. So, but yesterday, me and my two cousins, I went to the local shopping mall out of town, and my earpods were full on blasting by the rain. Cool. Be careful with those earpods, ladies and gentlemen. I carry. Check this out, real quick. No, this my daughter's. See this? See, I do the old school thing because those earpods, yeah, you got to be careful. Don't keep them all day close to your brain, because it's all about proximity. So be careful with that. Okay, please. Okay, let me see. It was something that. Question: do you plan on performing in the UK? I need to see you in action on stage ASAP. Pete. Well, listen. It works like this. Promoters come to me either directly or they go to the people who represent me, as a performer. And if the situation is professional and it's all on the up and up, then I will show up. That's how it works. As of now, I haven't heard anything from the UK corner, but things could change, with all this publicity that is rising and this wave of awareness that is taking place right now because of the documentary. Well, you never know. UK might be doing, hey, Fab Morvan. And when that happens, I'll make sure to let y'all know so you can come and see the show and see me in action, do my thing, for sure. I look forward to performing around the world. Music has taken me around the world a few times, and it was a lot of fun to travel. And it still is fun to travel and perform, the songs in different formats because I perform with a band. Sometimes I perform with tape. It varies of the situation, and sometimes it has a lot to do with the budget that the promoter can afford. Sometimes they can afford a band, and that's okay. So then the next best thing is still to have me, but with a tape show. That's it. All right. Question. Okay. Lachey Davis. Question. Fab. Have you considered writing your memoir one day? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've already I kind of have started, kind of, because you have to, because things get out of your mind, you know, they will, it's just the way it is. You can't remember things way back when, but it's best to write them down. So I've written a lot to make sure that I've withheld a lot of my history. So that will come at some point. Yeah, for sure. But the one thing I love to do is um, is writing. Is writing stories, whether they're short stories, whether they're long stories. So at some point, I don't know if I can turn this short story into a novel. Writing novels is really fun because I don't know. I haven't been taught to. I'm just I'm a songwriter at heart. Thank you, Glenn Milli. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wish you could perform in the country here in Asia. I will come to Asia as well, for sure. But to go back to what I was saying, um, I believe that telling stories, writing stories is something that I truly, really enjoy because I have a vivid imagination and sometimes those stories come in a flash. It's like an accordion. I see something and then I'll unpack it, just like what happened to me today. I was parked somewhere and I saw something and then it triggered me. So then I was like, okay, I just saw something. So I just unpacked it, wrote it all. I'm not finished, but I don't know how many words it was, but it was pretty long because I wrote for like, I think an hour. So when I go on my iPhone, I scroll. It was at the end when I was done, I was like, whoa, that's a lot. Because I was in a moment, I saw it, and I love doing that. And I hope that that's something that I will get into possibly in a few years. But I've been writing my whole life, and I have projects, stories that are some of them are finished, some of them are partly done in construction. They're all in boxes, and when the time comes, then I will definitely go there because I love writing. I love it. So here we go. Question: do you ever rate your level of happiness or just appreciate and enjoy it at the time it is present? That's good, Real Terry. I like that question. We went back to happiness. Well, I never really try to rate happiness. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for it. Just the fact that I feel happy. I don't have to say, pain. I definitely rate pain 1 to 10. Like, I do. I do. But when it comes to happiness, I consider happiness like, if you have a glass of water and you put a drip, a drop of ink, it takes over. And that's happiness. So just a drop of happiness can change your chemical, your whole chemical action, in your brain. And then suddenly, wow, it affects everything. You don't need too much of happiness or just like luck. You don't need much of luck to make it go boom, kaboom, pa pow. You don't. Pow! Oh, we need some of that vibrations, y'all. Of course, of course, of course. Like, you remember those days, guys? Pow! Pow, 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 pow! This is what we're here for, y'all. We're here to share that vibration. And frequency is the rate at which the energy vibrates. I figured. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, I did it. Frequency is the rate at which your energy vibrates, and that's your frequency. Resonance is part of that too. Make sure you align with people who vibrate the same as you, and we've covered that. When someone does. So trust your instinct and make sure you stay close or not at all. You know what I mean? Okay, we got something. Maya Brooks question: Where would you? Okay, where would you rank your writing skills from 1 to 10? Oh man, I'm I don't rate myself. I'm a student for life, and I think it's a great way to go about things with everything. Stay a student so you're open to growing. Yeah, you can aspire to become a master, of course, but that's way too far. I just keep on learning. I keep on learning, and I add up. And since I'm curious, and curiosity, when you know what curiosity looks like, actually, we need to do one about curiosity. I think we did, but maybe I gotta wear the curiosity T-shirt, the icons. Yeah, curiosity is one of my favorite because it's it's um it's a vehicle that I keep on using. I hop in it every day. Curiosity is a great thing. So hop in your curiosity vehicle, whatever you might call it, or for me, curiosity is very, very important because it pushes me to investigate things that are interesting me. You know, music, art, health, all those things. And in order to get better, to grow, you gotta go and investigate so you can learn more, and then it will affect cause and effect right here. It will affect what you're doing. Stay open, be open to change, to learning, to growth. That's the key to life. For me, it is really truly the key to life. Without learning, there's nothing. We're here to learn. That's for sure. Now, I'm gonna press on that arrow. Bam! That's it. That's a new feature, I think. Okay, here we go. Okay. Favorite color is blue. Love your shirt and the icon on it. Thank you. Are you gonna get yours soon? Yeah, let's get it, y'all. Come on. But first, hey, you can get your morning cup. The morning cup. I use it every day, y'all. Because it reminds me of you. That's my Fab's Funday vlog cup. And then I got the logo on it. And then I cannot forget the fact that Fab Milli It's an extension of unlock hashtag 14 and those 14 icons that I carefully put together for you to look at with some beautiful text, I believe. So please give me feedback on the website. Whatever. It doesn't always have to be. We free flowing form here. As you know, I don't write anything, and of course, I like to bring a subject to the table, and from there we start, and then it could evolve into something else. So if you could go fabmilli.com, read the text that goes with each icons, and it might inspire you to come up with like a great question, a challenging question, and that allows me to go deep within myself and try to figure things out. And it could become one of my it could land. It could become something that lands into my little Pandora box idea that I fill up every weekend, every Sundays after talking to you. I'm a singer songwriter. I look for stimulation, and this conversation with you guys, this weekly conversation, helps me come up with like some great song ideas and concepts. So my music being intention, my music and my lyrics and my melodies are an extension of who I am. And there is I believe that I believe in the world of words, and words have colors to me and mood. Yeah, words have moods, and sometime when someone uses a certain words in a phrase, and my alarm always goes beer, beer, beer. Oh, that's a great one, I'm always after metaphors, new metaphors, always, always, because I'm a singer songwriter. I'm a writer. Like I said, stories. And stories are powerful. I used to read a lot more when I was younger, but some of the books that I read really impacted my life a whole lot. And at some point, I'll go back to reading more because it's about learning, it's about getting better. And if I can find, and I have a whole list. As a matter of fact, what am I talking about? I have a whole list of writers that I would like to read their books, but since time is an issue, I haven't done that yet. In the meantime, I keep writing, and at some point, when it's time for me to release a novel written by Fab Morvan, man, I'll let y'all know. So here we go. Okay, April S. Question: forwards the end of winter. The happiness level decreases. Yes, coldness, darkness, less sun. How to counteract that? Hmm. How to counteract that? Well, there's ways you could do that. Some people use there's certain types of light that you can use in winter because there's very little sun in some parts of the world. And I know that because I met some studio musicians, engineers that were stuck in a studio like the whole year. And then one time I saw this engineer before starting our session. It was a big screen, and I was like wondering, what is that thing? And then he turned it on. I was like, okay. I was like, well, okay, but we have light in the room. There's enough light. And then he explained to me that this was a certain type of light that that was mimicking the sun, and I'd never heard of that before. So look into what I just talked about, and for the people who really feel their mood, who feel moody and have mood swings, especially during fall, look into that. It'll change your life. It will, 100%. Something else. Question 5 5:14 is right around the corner. My brother from another mother. Any plans to share happiness on that day? Real Terry. I keep it really low key, y'all. Really, really low key. Low key. I do. I go with the flow. I celebrate life every day. This right here for me is a celebration. You know, it's a celebration of life, of being above ground. I made it. It's Sunday. I'm here, y'all. I'm here talking to you. Tomorrow, I don't know. But right here, right now, at this moment in time, I'm right here. 5:14. We'll get there when we get there. But right now, I'm here. And I'll keep it posted in 5:14. Something special. I don't know. We go with the flow. Now, so we got 40 minutes now. Okay, I just made it on time. So I'm not gonna be an hour here today because if you only knew what I had to do to get here, whew, but I still have the energy to be here and just make that happen because I love it. I love talking to you, and it's always very difficult for me to leave you guys. Marion share question: happiness was a fruit. Which one would you choose? Hmm. A fruit or vegetable? Because I don't eat that many fruits anymore because of the sugar for me. Um, I like it. Happiness. Orange, watermelon. Oh, watermelon. Yeah, fruit. Watermelon is great. That's like wow. When the sun is hot, ain't nothing like a watermelon for sure. And if it was a vegetable, broccoli. Yeah. Okay. Maya Brooks. My happiness is coloring and drawing. Keep it up. I do the same thing. I don't have time to do it lately. I haven't had the time to do it. But this is why when I had the time, I don't have time to do it lately. I haven't had the time to do it. But this is why when I had the time, I went crazy. And I have a lot. And I have to go back to maybe fixing here and there. And at some point, I will. That's one of my hopes and dreams is to be able to release this book I showed you once, I believe. There's about 80 drawings in that book, nice ones. And maybe one day to make that available with a proper publisher, someone like Taschen, for example, look into it. They are very known for publishing art books, well respected in the industry. And if there was any publisher I would love to do that with, it would be Taschen for sure. So to be continued, y'all. Yes, what do I do to get happiness otherwise? Like I said, working out, skateboarding gives me that good feeling. Love going to the beach, walk on the sand. That also is a great one. Grounding will do that for you. You don't know why you're happy suddenly, but you're happy. I can tell you, if your mood was one way, not in a good way, you go on the grass, you breathe, focus on the air that comes out of your nostrils. Right there, there's a name for that. I don't know. And you breathe deeply and you shut down. You go within. You forget about the noise, about everything. 15 minutes. You stand up and like, wow, that's how magical it is to ground. So, of course, you can start with that. Then you can do deep breathing. Also wonderful. There's ways, there are instruments you can use, the tools that you can use to change and take over your happiness and don't let it be held by misery. Because, misery loves company. All right, you guys pretty active today. I'm going to disappear in 5 minutes. I love it. I love it when the flow of questions just comes and comes and comes. Victory Frank, question: what does the blue color represents for you? It represents the sky. It represents a hot day, not necessarily on a summer day, but on a good day. Blue. I love the color blue. There's many types of blue. Turquoise is also beautiful. Turquoise always reminds me of American Indian jewelry. It's something to that. That color is so powerful. And I know there's a whole history behind why they chose those stones. And that stones, if you start looking into quartz stones, there's a whole it's like a whole drawer. It's like there are books, there are thousands of books about stones. And when I was a little kid, I was into stones, and still I am into stone. My birthstone is emerald, and that's what I carry on the left side of my ear. It's I think the birthstone, the emerald is about intuition. I believe that's what it is. I see you coming. My pleasure, real theory. My pleasure. I love that you guys are like connecting good. I'm gonna look for one last question. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Because I don't want to alter dream wonderland universe. Wow, I do it too. Writing so many stories and drawing for some of them too. Some yeah. Okay, all right. Oh man, it's okay if people, not everyone likes what you do. As long as you keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and improve. That's a very important part of writing. You have to keep writing to improve. Same thing. Skateboard. I keep skating so I can improve. Writing, singing, anything in life revolves around improving. And the way you do that is by just doing. That's it. There's no buts about it. You got to do. There's no choice about it. No buts about it, y'all. Okay. I'm looking for that one last one. Oh man, anything you do when it comes to creativity, will find. You'll get. How can I say that? You'll find a home in someone's heart. That's a nice one. You'll find a home in someone's heart, and then the next person sitting next to that one person who made it, whatever you created, found a home in their heart, might not like it. And there are various reasons why people don't like certain things. And sometimes when someone doesn't like something, it's because it's too close to home. And it's like a mirror that comes up. It's like, oh, I don't want to face that issue. Because stories have a way to touch you in a very deep way. Things that you never thought of, or things you forgot about, that are hidden and hiding in the corner of your subconscious. And then it takes a story to just unpack it, and suddenly you're crying. That's why I love those great movies with great stories that touch the world. And there are many of those. Many. So maybe one day I can write stories that I can turn into a movie, and move people the right way, and open themselves to have them open themselves to change. That's what I want. I want to bring. That's what I want. I want to bring change to someone's life, and it's done with love. Everything that I do is done with love, and with love and from the heart. Because we're all very, we all vibrate in at the same frequencies. The rate of those frequencies and energies. When it comes to love, wanting to be loved so much. That's why I believe that storytelling is an art. It is truly poets, who stand up in front of a crowd and just like unpack their poems. I used to go to at the Green Theater in Los Angeles many years ago, many moons ago. I used to go to that poetry gathering, and woo, man, there were some talented people there, man. Kind of like a Def Jam poetry, and man, it it really stimulated me. There too, it's lovely because when you see different types of poets with different techniques, because there's different techniques to telling your story and how you write and subject matter. And sometimes it was really moving, and the audience didn't know how to take the poet. It sounded really like confrontational, but in the end, it was about love, and humanity to be continued. Dot dot dot. So okay, the real Terry, you've been good today, man. You've been on fire. So I'm gonna finish with your question. Tauruses, yeah, are creative. Sorrel, that's how you say your name, Sorrel. Hey, Outlander, I'm about to live the building, man. I'm about to live the building, man. I'm taking one last question right now. Real Terry, does happiness spark your curiosity about in life? Yeah. When you feel good, you're more adventurous. So take advantage of the fact that you're happy in those moments. And just, when you have the energy to go and investigate, just go do it. Because you have to be in the right frame of mind sometimes to just go investigate. It's more difficult to go investigate if you're not well. But if you're good, take advantage of that. Like, yo, I'm feeling good today. I'm happy. Let me go look for that. Because your focus will be higher as well. So we're done. Oh, Monica Frank, you'll be the last one. It's hard to say goodbye, y'all, because you get the questions, man. You guys are like going. Question: do you speak a bit of Spanish? It's my it's my mother tongue, apart from English. Oh, I love the Spanish language. And growing up, I read some Spanish poets, and I always wanted to I always wanted to speak Spanish because the French language is a rich language, and when you learn a language from a little kid, it's very difficult for someone that learns it later to grasp the colors of each words and metaphors in which it's written. Sometime, so I wish I would have learned Spanish at a young age because it's a very rich culture and literature. It's beautiful. And I've bought a few books by some of the most famous Spanish poets, and it's written in English right there, and it's translated in the real. It's in Spanish there, and then it's English on the other page. But I'm thinking sometime, yeah, how can translation reach the same, you know, do the same thing? Yeah, it's difficult. Maybe in another life. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to say goodbye. It's been fun, fun, fun. It's been fun, fun, fun to hang out with you. Hang out with you. Until the next episode, Fab's Funday vlog is saying bye. Thank you for coming. It's been awesome. Stay tuned. Tribeca Film Festival, Milli Vanilli documentary, Milli Vanilli. Yeah, the story. It's gonna be good. Buckle up, buckle up, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to unpack more news with you. But for now, I just keep it simple. Just so you know, in New York, month of June, premiering dot dot dot. A la próxima. Hasta luego, señores y señores, mi gente, mesdames et messieurs, je vous souhaite une très bonne semaine. Meine Damen und Herren, ich wünsche euch eine gute Woche. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a wonderful week. Go get it. Go, 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 go. Yes, Eric's nice jamming. We do it from here. Fab Milli, Fab Milli Tribe. Thanks for all. Thank you for your support. Don't forget to go to fabmilli.com. Get your morning cup. Give me feedback because it's how we're going to transform the one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. Pow! Oh yeah. Did you feel it? I felt it. Peace. One love. Wow. Pow. Laters.